I'm not gonna front. Watching footage of artists in the studio, that's really where I get a sense of an artist, in my opinion. I feel like going on stage and performing a song says a lot. That is ultimately whether or not you are a great artist, how you perform a song. But seeing an artist in the creative process, that's where you get a sense of an artist in their like if y'all, again, regardless of how you feel about him, he is a genius. But have y'all ever seen Kanye West in the studio making some of his music? It's incredible because he's so indulged in the music that it's almost like anything else in the world is like he don't care who president, what's going on with his marriage, nothing. When he in the studio and he creating, nothing else matters. And that's how it is for a lot of people. You know, you hear athletes talk about, you know, when they win a championship, man, I just was so engulfed in the moment. I really don't know what, it's like. So the fact today that I'm watching Elvis Presley in the studio, and I don't know if they're making the song or if they're just performing the song, but always on my mind, Elvis Presley in the studio, March 1972. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this. Again, just seeing an artist in the studio, that it is just, I'm excited. My first video like this, I'm really excited to see it. I don't want to waste no more time, man. I want to get into it, man. Let's go.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What is that on his wrist? That's not a watch. What is that? Yo, is that a watch? I need y'all to let me know what is this on his wrist. That is not a watch. Is that a mini clock? I'm sorry. I know that got nothing to do with the video. I'm so sorry. I just can't. Okay. I'm gonna let it go. Is that a watch? Or is that part of the jumpsuit? For one, the jumpsuit is fire. With the glasses, he look clean. I ain't gonna lie. Elvis, on stage, off the stage, this dude was fly. I ain't gonna front. And I remember watching on one of the documentaries, they said a lot of what you see in today's culture with the jewelry, with the certain fits. I mean, people were already dressing like this in the hood in the 60s. So but I understand from a popular standpoint, Elvis was one of the first to be very not braggadocious, but just very flashy in his style but boy, what is that on his wrist? I'm not gonna be able to let that go. That look crazy if that's a watch.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. Always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied.
Yeah. The fun he's having, the interaction with his backup singing, the backup singing is phenomenal. The standout instruments for me right now, between the drums and the piano, I love that blend. And I don't think I've ever seen a wired mic in the studio. Usually, of course, you see like the actual studio mic that's kind of like connected to something, and you got your earphones like this and you singing. I don't think I've ever seen one, but that's something that I do remember from the movie Elvis. Elvis saying, I need to be able to move. I actually need to be able to borderline perform, even if when I'm in the studio, just to really get into it. I wonder, was that a thing before Elvis? Again, I don't think I've ever seen any other artists do that. Like, anytime I've ever seen an artist in the studio, it's the studio booth with the studio mic, earphones on, headphones on, and you just kind of singing to the thing. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with a wireless mic almost like performing. Y'all let me know if any other artist has done that, but to date, Elvis is the only person that I've seen do that. But I love how interactive he is, how beautiful everything sounds, and the fact that this looked like it's going to be one take, phenomenal.
Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. Always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Maybe I didn't love you.
That's a watch. That's a watch. That's a watch on his wrist. It's the size of my phone. That's a watch. That's a freaking watch. Oh my God.
Quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't love you all those lonely, lonely times. That's enough.
Yeah, roll, Pierre.
Oh yeah, that was smooth. That was smooth. I really like that song. I gotta get the drum personnel, but yo, nah, that was crazy. That was a watch. Elvis had a watch the size of an iPad on his wrist. That's crazy. Always on my mind. I just want to see who the drummer was. No, you're not gonna give me a Wikipedia page? Come on. It was on the Separate Ways album. Let's look up the album. Separate Way. Oh, is a compilation album issued by RCA Records on December 1st, 1972. Okay, so this recording was done in March. Album came out in December. Okay. Separate Ways peaked on Billboard chart at number 46, and the country album chart at number 12, and has since gone on to sell over 3 million copies worldwide. Okay. Okay, we got something. Always on my mind. Once again, it's not his song. Is a ballad written by Wayne Carson, Johnny Christopher, and Mark James, first recorded by Brenda Lee, and first released by Gwen McCrae as You Were Always on My Mind in March 1972. Elvis Presley's recording was the first hit version of the song. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. Elvis record. Okay, so specifically March 29th, 1972, a few weeks after his February separation from his wife. Well, that sucks. The song was popular and critically appreciated and is considered one of Presley's standout songs of the 1970s. Sold over 1 million units, reaching number 16 on Billboard's Hot Country Singles Chart. United Kingdom reached top 10. They're not gonna give me personnel. I want to know who was on drums. It's okay. Felton Jarvis is listed as the producer. Okay. And this was performed at RCA Studios in Hollywood, California. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really love seeing artists in the studio once again. It just says so much when you see an artist in the creative process of a song. Because as we all know, a lot of artists, even in this case, this isn't a song that Elvis wrote or produced, but you could tell by the way he was almost like interacting with everybody, it was a certain way he wanted things to sound. Because that's the way a lot of artists are. They don't know how to play instruments. They don't know how to compose. They don't know how to produce. They just know what sounds good and what doesn't. I noticed Michael Jackson was like that. A lot of greats are like that. They don't really know how to. They don't know how to make a song physically, but they hear and know what they want. And at least that's the impression that I got from Elvis here, where it's like he's not directly composing, but he knows what he wants to hear. He knows the key of the backup vocals. He knows he knows everything. He just doesn't know how to hands on do it. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of artists who don't do that. They literally just go in the studio, do what someone tells them to do, and leave, and then they walk away with millions of dollars. But they really don't know what they're doing. And I didn't get that from Elvis at all. And I saw that in the movie, but to see actual footage, it was just healthy. It was good to see that process. So, listen, I would love to see more artists in studio. So if there's any other artists that I should check out in the studio, I would definitely love to do that, and especially with Mr. Presley. So bring them on my way, and I would love to check those out. Absolutely. But as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with the great Elvis Presley.